chain, birth most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel.
It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Rams 7, Browns 0. Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 16.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd and 9, Watson.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
And Joseph Charlton on now to punt.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From his goal line here, Watson got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. A give running right is Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Browns had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
22!
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On first down, Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
15 more yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
And again, it's Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down at Stafford. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tanner Muse with it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
After the interception, here's Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Los Angeles.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, and being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Big 20.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here's Akers. They try and run.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. Brings up 4th down and 10.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a first down throw. Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Omaha, remove! It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. Finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the